Yes, it's time to go global. A face we haven't seen in daylight for a long time. Will Ibong, always on the night shift.
You make me out to be a vampire. Now,
something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Because you always see her only on the afternoon shift for News at 10, and we're able to drag her today. Maybe we should just jump for joy.
Oh yes, please.
That we're able to have you on the morning program.
Definitely. I'm sending to Davos. Maybe there I'll be permanently on the morning shift. But anyways, let's just kick off with what's happening in the global space. You see UK's labour market continuing to show signs of weakening as unemployment remains close to its highest level in nearly 5 years and wage growth slows. And that's according to the latest data from the Office for National Statistics. Now, official figures show the unemployment rate holding at around 5.1% in the 3 months to November 2025. That's a level last seen in early 2021 as employers shed jobs and hiring activities softening. Now, wage growth has also decelerated with regular earnings rising more slowly than in previous months, adding to indications that labour markets' earlier resilience is fading. Meanwhile, UK's Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, is pledging to refund visa fees for some global businesses on Tuesday. That's today, as she flies to the World Economic Forum in Davos, aiming to showcase the UK as a haven of stability, despite Donald Trump's latest tariff threats. Now, the Chancellor, who will be accompanied by the Business Secretary, Peter Kyle, will hold a series of meetings with business leaders at the annual gathering of the global elite in the Swiss Mountain Resort. Now, she will announce tweaks to the visa regime aimed at encouraging trailblazer businesses to bring highly skilled staff to the UK, including refunding fees and speeding up the time it takes to qualify as a sponsor of migrant workers. Now, see what Donald Trump is doing. He's saying Greenland will be a topic of conversation at the World Economic Forum in Davos this week, underscoring his administration's controversial push to address the status of the Arctic territory with global leaders. Trump told reporters that the United States views Greenland as very important for national and global security, and that he expects to talk with various world leaders about the issue on the sidelines of the summit. Now, his remarks come amid heightened diplomatic tensions with European allies, particularly Denmark, which governs Greenland and other NATO members, after Trump argued that Denmark cannot adequately protect the territory and signaled that discussions on its future would feature prominently at the forum. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says the economic policies pursued under President Donald Trump has sparked a historic economic comeback, pointing to a stronger business investment, regulatory clarity, and tax changes as drivers of renewed growth and prosperity. Now, speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Bessent framed the U.S. economy as entering a new era of prosperity in which both Main Street and Wall Street benefits from an environment that fosters business creation and expansion. Now let's head over to Asia and see the People's Bank of China has left its benchmark loan prime rate, that's the LPR, unchanged as expected on Tuesday, even as the country grapples with cooling growth and a prolonged debt crisis in its real estate sector. The central bank left its one-year LPR at 3% and its five-year LPR at 3.5%. The move is the 8th consecutive month of no changes to the LPR, with the rates remaining at their lowest levels. Now, yields on Japan's 40-year government bond surged above 4%, a record high for the ultra-long maturity, as financial markets react to heightened fiscal uncertainty following the announcement of a snap election. And the yield on the 40-year Japanese government bond, JGB, climbed past 4% on Tuesday, the first time it has reached this level since its debut in 2007. And the record jump in yields follows Prime Minister Sani Takaichi's decision to call a snap general election for February the 8th, 2026. Now, a move that has put economic policy and fiscal strategy at the center of political debates. And let's head now to Germany, where producer prices in Germany declined by 2.5% year-on-year in December 2025, marking continued downward pressure on industrial inflation, according to data released by the Federal Statistical Office. And the annual drop in producer prices, which tracks the prices domestic producers receive for goods and services, was in line with market expectations and represents one of the most significant reductions in recent months. The latest figures suggest that Germany's manufacturing and production sectors ended 2025 in a climate of subdued price pressures, even as broader economic indicators show mixed signals for growth and demand. And now the National Bank of Romania has kept its key interest rate unchanged at 6.5% during its first monetary policy meeting of 2026, aligning with market expectations. Now the decision maintains the benchmark rate at its current level as the central bank continues to monitor economic conditions in the country. And the February meeting is expected to carry more significance as the NBR will also release updated inflation forecast figures at the time, providing more insights into the bank's outlook for price pressures in the Romanian economy. And those are the stories we have from the global scene for today. We'll have more for tomorrow. Stay tuned.